Jackson, welcome home, firstly.
Thank you.
What's it like having this opportunity to play in front of your home fans and bring a goal yet again?
Yeah, it's the best. We've not had many chances over the last few years, and every one of them is particularly special. So, yeah, especially the first game of a new cycle, a new campaign. Yeah, to do it on home soil in my home city, it doesn't get any better.
There's a long stretch, of course, leading into the World Cup. How is the feel inside the camp at the moment? It's such a long time ago, but still so critically important.
Yeah, we're in a really good place. I think since Qatar, we've obviously played against some top opposition, and we are currently, obviously coming into a new cycle. It'll have totally different kinds of challenges in terms of style of play and opposition, but the team is, in terms of domestic form and the way we've played over the last few months together as a group, I think it's a really exciting time to be a part of this squad.
How do you compare this squad to the one that was in Qatar? Is it very different?
Yeah, it's different in terms of, in some aspects, but, we've got a really good core of experienced players and, younger ones who have been a part of the last kind of 12 months and have grown into experienced players themselves at international level. So obviously losing someone like Aaron is a huge change within the squad after his contribution over the last years. But you look at the likes of Keanu and Aidan O'Neill who have stepped in over recent months and done a fantastic job. So we've got a really good blend of these younger players who are in top form at their clubs and guys who've got really good experience at this level.
Is there any new focus as far as ball movement or the style of play that this new phase is going to bring?
I think we'll have to focus obviously a lot more on our build up with the ball. I think, as you say, over the last months playing against the likes of Ecuador and Mexico, England, you're faced with a totally different kind of game in terms of possession and playing in transition. Whereas we're expected over these next two games and moving forward to be far more dominant with the ball. So it poses new challenges for us as a group, and we'll have to find new solutions and ways to create chances and score goals. But we've got great quality, great individual quality, and a great structure as a team that we know we can create chances and score goals.
Just with the atmosphere that the home fans bring playing here, what does it mean to be where to go?
Yeah, it's the ones you look forward to the most, of course. The home games, being on home soil in front of family and friends and our home supporters. Obviously, after the scenes we saw during Qatar and during the Women's World Cup, where the game is at the moment, it's such an exciting time to be part of the national team and the fans and the energy that they can give us and we can feed off as well. So yeah, really excited to see how Thursday night goes.
What are some of your personal goals for this game and for the next couple of years? And how would it feel to score in Melbourne?
Yeah, that would be a dream, of course. One more to get to 10 as well, which is a nice landmark for myself if you can get there. And but for the next couple of years, it's just about growth. We're moving in such a positive direction as a team, and as I said, with the new challenges in front of us, and we just want to keep developing and getting better and moving into these phases of games. It's just all about that and pushing forward, and obviously one eye on January and what's to come. So for us, it's just about continually getting better as a team and individuals, and growing that group as well. It's a 23-man squad. Everyone will be needed over the next months and beyond. I think we used 50 players or something in the last campaign, so there's plenty of boys that aren't here in this camp that will contribute. So that pool of players is just getting stronger and bigger, and everyone wants to be a part of it.
Jackson, how much more beneficial is it actually having home games? I mean, last qualification page played so many games in halves. Boys being shut, going to quarantine and whatnot, and having a bit of mobility. How much important is that this summer?
Yeah, it's important, but it's also another challenge, especially for some of the guys who weren't a part of the 2018 cycle, who haven't been through this before. Myself and Maddie the ones that played in that cycle building up to Russia. We know kind of what the travel and everything can bring as a challenge. But for a lot of these guys, that will be another new thing for them, being a part of that kind of bubble campaign for Qatar in terms of the Q8 and playing home games in Qatar. So that will be another interesting part of this for us as a group and getting used to that.
You're remiss not to ask, you might be joining us in Germany soon, and some rules around necessary to go to Bayern Munich. I guess for a young player going to Germany, how beneficial is it? What can he
Yeah, it's difficult in the sense of the demand and the intensity and the level of professionalism and commitment that it requires to play in a country like Germany. Obviously, I've played in the UK for the majority of my career until the last couple of years, and it's just a totally different footballing environment. But in a lot of ways, it's you know, something I always wanted to do, and for someone like Nesta to go into that environment could be, you know, obviously you're talking about one of the biggest clubs in the world. It's not, you know, it would be a huge opportunity for his development and see what's going to be obviously an incredibly exciting career, which we all can't wait to see.
In terms of the Australian team at the moment, how you'd like to describe yourself and how you'd like to play. I mean, there's talk, you know, really trying to capitalise on the momentum of Australian football. What would you say to the fans out there? What do you expect to win at the moment as a club on field?
Yeah, for us, I think it's just all about energy, intensity, about, you know, we want to, you know, attack with pace and numbers and, you know, everything that we do. And, you know, of course you have to be patient because, you know, we expect to dominate these games in a lot of ways. But as you say, for us, it's just going to be about finding different solutions. But we want to give the fans, you know, something to get off their seats for and be excited about, provide bits of, you know, individual quality combined with the structure and the way we play as a team. So, you know, we know we've got the players to do that across all fronts, and just got to go out there and put in the performance that you know, can excite the fans.
Milestone match for Arnie tomorrow as well. Just how has he been to
Yeah, huge achievement for Arnie. So obviously delighted for him, and it's for myself. You know, he's been a huge factor in, you know, the way my career and international career has developed over the last 5 years. You know, I think I've started on, you know, just about every game since he became the coach, and you know, he put such trust in me, and, you know, and we have a really good relationship in terms of the balance we find between, you know, what he lets us control as senior players on the field as well as away from the pitch. So obviously it'll be a special night for him, and, you know, hopefully we can reward him with a great performance and a win. You know, it's difficult to say. Obviously, they all bring in different individual qualities, but, you know, it's hard to look past that. You know, World Cup campaign is, you know, one of our, you know, it was our most successful ever World Cup campaign in terms of performance in Qatar. So, you know, whatever happens, you know, moving forward, that's a massive achievement for a national team coach.
What's it been like working with Connor at St. Pauli? Have you sort of taken him under your wing a little bit? How's he developed since he's arrived?
Yeah, I've tried to, but he's another special player for me. I pushed him hard to try and get him to come to the club in the first place. You know, he's got such immense quality. We've seen over the last games as he's come in as a starting player. He's so versatile. He can play off the right side, through the middle. He's got pace. You know, he's got energy and great quality. And he's turned into a different animal the last 12 months at St. Pauli. And, you know, he's brought that form into here. And he's going to be a huge part of the next few years for us as a team. And he's a huge part of why we're having such great success at the club at the moment as well. So, you know, he's you know, obviously as a friend as well that we play together, it's great to see him doing so well. But as a young person, you know, he's developing into something that can be a huge asset for the national team moving forward.
There's a message on the wall in one of the rooms behind us. I was reading out many journeys, one jersey. Our greatest strength is our desire to win. Can you tell us a bit about what that means with Socceroos?
Yeah, it's a special statement for us. It's something we developed as a group together. It kind of encapsulates the identity of what it means to be a part of this team in terms of who we are as individuals and what coming into this environment means to all of us, and why we are so connected, probably more so than most teams can be. And yeah, it's, you know, it's just a reflection of those individual journeys and those paths to playing at the highest level for your country, and you know, regardless of background or where you grew up or where you play your domestic football, you know, it's unique to have such a varied group that can come together and connect in such a short space of time. So yeah, as I say, it's a special part of this team, and yeah, something we always have around because it's a reminder of who we are.